Good morning, traders. Good morning, everybody. This is Jay. I'm over here this morning with my beer. We had also traders from Europe this week. Today we had 5 traders this morning for the trading course. So I've been working out pretty early, 8:30 until like 10:30, very intense workout. Then, 3-4 hours of course with the traders. Glad over here this week we had traders from all over. Altogether will be 10 traders. So I'm hoping a Friday, a very good dinner altogether. We're going to start in about a few minutes. Let's still wait the traders to connect. Also have time to read our disclaimer. Remember, every single Wednesday we have these webinars with Bookmap in order to teach you the order flow. Today I'm going to screen share large caps, small caps, and also some futures. My idea is to go simply on 2 or 3 large caps and options. So we're going to look into Tesla, AMD, NVIDIA mainly. We're going to cover the major strategies. We're going to cover also how we use Bookmap. Read also, as I said, the disclaimer. Remember, all these trading lessons are for educational purpose only. Do not be treated like investment advice. Good morning, everybody. All right, I think we're set. So let me also share over here the link with my team. Bringing that up, guys. Just 1 second. Okay, here's the link. Okay, guys, so we're going to go over how to use Bookmap. First of all, I want to give you a link. Is of the Learning Trading Center. Okay, let me find it for you. Okay, check over here, Trading Learning Center. And also I'm gonna put this over here, so to study. So we made a course together with Bookmap on several, let's say, assets. So there are some traders who cover futures, other traders over here cover like options. I cover, for example, Steve over here, Bruce over here covers supply and demand setups. I covered setups on future and stocks, basically going over a trading system and the use of order flow, how this order flow can really be game changer in confirmation and conviction of your trading. This is the link. If you have other questions, please reach out. Okay, guys, and feel free to share it. Okay. So first of all, we're covering over here this morning Tesla. Hope you can see it good. All right. So go over here, guys, on the upside of Bookmap and go in status configuration. Okay. And then over here, you can choose different parameters and also, I would say, options. For example, we can have candlesticks. And if you put this, you can simply set candlesticks at 1 minute, 3 minutes, 5 minutes, as you prefer. So you will see not only, I would say, the volume, actually the order, sorry, but also you will see this and candlesticks. You can have over here cumulative volume delta. You can have heat maps. You can have other things. What I like to use this morning for helping you setting up Bookmap, I see some new traders as well. So go first of all in heat map, and this is what you will see, okay? You will see Bookmap like this. So this is the default mode. But I found out that often I see too many levels, okay? These levels are actually where we have liquidity. When I talk about liquidity, it means like orders. These are orders already sent to the market. For example, over here, this is 444. We see that we have 4,824 shares, okay, on offer. Okay, so if the price will go up, right now the price is 441.99. It will go up over here 444. Then we have over here a level of resistance with almost 5,000 shares. Over here we have 18,000 shares at 445 and so on. Okay, but some trader told me, Jay, I see too many levels, might be too confusing for me. How can I do? Well, I found out personally that if I put over here, it's like a smoothing, okay? And I put a manual, you can see that if I change this, you'll have more lines. And if I do this, you'll have like few lines. I like to have it here around the 15 level. And you can see that I have only, 1, 2, 3, 4 major lines, okay? Which these lines that are common lines are called actually heat maps, as I said, our level of liquidity. And then also you can have over here a threshold. So you can put a limit of size that will appear. So if I put, for example, let's say 5,000 shares, okay? You'll see that we don't have any kind of levels over here. For example, for who trades small caps, you won't keep always, a default mode, like, let's say 1 share, but you will have probably to filter this, because if something becomes very, very liquid and you start seeing like bars in 1 minute of 3, 4, 5 million, then especially in stocks between $1 and $10, I would like to filter this maybe 5,000 or 10,000 in order to see only the most important key levels. So how to find the exact one? Well, there's not a rule, because every single stock that we're trading or future trading has a different kind of liquidity. So if I'm putting Tesla, the stats for Tesla or the parameters for Tesla will be very different than parameters that I use, for example, on NVIDIA or AMZN. For now, keep this default, okay? We're gonna check this later. And then over here, you have volume dots, okay? Volume dots are these dots over here. So the green ones correspond to buyers majority of the time, red correspond over here to sellers. And these are the, say the orders, okay, executed the market. You can also have over here volume bars, the volume over here below. I like to keep it very, very simple, okay? We have then more things you can add. Also, a lot of like good indicators, so like spot gam and others. Check the one of, for example, Scott Pulcini. I mean, some great stuff that will definitely give you an edge. But for what I'm here this morning, I'm looking to explain, the basic concepts and really an easy way to use Bookmap, and also a profitable one. Let's start over here with the first part, okay, of our morning. So there are traders who are going to trade ETFs. So the traders are going to trade, for example, QQQ, right? Some traders will trade options, some traders will trade futures. So others will trade, for example, NQ. And over here, I'm gonna explain you a few things about this, but we will need to go more deep into this. What you see over here is a trading system. So actually it's made by trading bots, back tested. And we trade this on different assets. The win rate is incredible. So I'm trading only with this. And the purpose for me is to eliminate emotions, having always a straight process and having a high win rate. That's what counts for me. When I say high win rate, I mean high win rate, also like a high profit factor. So this morning, we have NQ, and we can see also over here NQ. This is a higher time frame that is in an uptrend. So until we're going to hold NQ 25,760, I'm looking for a long play. Every single time the price over here held, okay, this green band, I was looking for a buying opportunity. You can see over here, this was like 2 days ago, right? on the 10th, we had a dip over here around 11 o'clock on this green band and then push. And then over here again, you can see the curl very, very late. This was after hours, but you know, there are like some Asian traders, Asian session traders. And then over here this morning, very early. So if this is going to be confirmed and we're going to hold this 25,760, 25,750, the bias is over here long. You will see over here also above that we have multi-time frame bias confirmation, and you can see the 1, 3, 5, 15, 60 minutes and daily chart. The majority of these are trending up. So for now, the trend is bullish. You will also see over here in the left down corner that it sets up with setup to trade. So over here, forecast will come out with the setup that we have to trade. It tells you if it's a gap up, gap down, or a non-trending. And also over here, PDR tells you previous day range. So basically, if we are inside or outside the previous day range, which is formed by the pre-market, the previous day high, previous day low. I will go then and check into the lower time frame. So generally, I like to use 1, 3, 5, and 15 minutes. And we have condensed all these multiple time frames in one only chart. And according to the chart that you use, you will have the same setups. So for example, yesterday, you can see over here, we had some J-line rejection. So we had some short plays over here in the first part of the morning. And then in the afternoon over here, we had long plays, okay? This morning, I'm looking for the same setup over here. So if I start seeing over here, like a long play around 25,800, we're gonna look for long bullish plays into this 830. And if we break 830, I'm looking for 25,900, even 26,000. Always remember that NQ is famous for giving a lot of fake outs, liquidity trap. So what I mean by that, this is going to be the setup that I'm looking at the gate. But often, once we get over here to this level, if we don't consolidate that above, this could come back down over here. Okay, so for now, I'm looking the price to hold this level over here, which is the previous day high, and I'm looking for a long play. If we have this play, guys, then I'm looking for AMD long, Google long, Amazon long. NVIDIA is a little bit more choppy, but I'm looking for those, okay? Tesla, it's on its, I would say, always on its way, because we have a very strong resistance over here from yesterday, okay? At the 443. So this level over here, 43, is really the key, the line in the sand. Above 443, we're looking for a possible good long play. But if we cannot break at 443, my friends, then it's gonna do this. Okay, so we're staying with this play over here for Tesla. I'm also gonna go right away over here into AMD to answer the question over here. Hi Jay, do we need to buy the X? Yes, brother. I would suggest you, if you have Bookmap, if you want to have, I would say, all the data, you know, you have to have EDGX, which is the one that I would suggest. All right. So Global Plus, okay, Global Plus. If you trade futures, I have, for example, for futures, a subscription with Rhythmic. If you're looking, but there's also the Exceed. I prefer Rhythmic because I think it's a little bit more precise and a little bit more data. And I know that, for example, a lot of, like, you know, the tools out there to trade options, like, you know, trade futures like a JTrader, they prefer like Rhythmic. So a lot of future broker, they like Rhythmic a lot. And for stocks, we have the XFeed or OmniFeed, but the XFeed is the one that I prefer because you have more data. And yes, Global Plus. So we have still 6-7 minutes of the gate. This morning, as I said, we have traders over here at the Academy. Was a pretty good week up till now, Monday and Tuesday. Today I'm going to do only over here mentoring, so I'm going to only teach setups, alert setup, and explain Bookmap, because I want to give you more insight on how to use this tool, which is a tool that I've been using the last 7 years. Been trading since I was 1999. And at the time, we didn't have this tool because this tool was, I would say, prohibited, was not out for the retail trader. This is what they call the book level 3. And about, I think, 2008, 2010, if I'm not mistaken, or a little bit later. And this Scott Pulcini was telling me, he was like a pit trader at the Chicago CME, Chicago Mercantile Exchange. He was telling me that, you know, nobody had this, I would say, like as a private investor, like a retail trader, but only institutional had this, I would say, depth of the market, okay, this tool. And then they allowed also traders to have this. So I would say that the market is always improving, but also, you know, the edge that traders can have can also be improved. For example, the use of Bookmap and our creation of a trading system using trading bots. I'm going to stay at the gate looking at NQ, okay, because I want to see the direction of NQ. Remember, you can look at NQ or you can look at QQQ. And if you want to trade also to practice, I would suggest you go very small on MNQ, okay? So you're going to trade over here a very small micro contract on the futures. Okay, let's see if my team is all set. All right, so let's start looking over here. Add the placeholder this morning, for this morning. So we're going to look at NQ. We're going to look at Tesla. As we said, Tesla is this important previous day high at 443. Then I'm looking at not too much at PLTR because it's still inside at 193. I'm going to look at SPY and ES. The SPY is an uptrend, ES is an uptrend. So again, the same plan that we have for NQ, we're going to look for SPY and ES as well. If you have no experience in futures, you know, just follow, for example, ES or practice MES, which is not a $50 per point, but it's going to be $5 per, so 1/10 per point. Generally, traders start by that. When I had to start, there were no MES and MNQ. I had to start with a big contract. So the big first losses came from the full contract over here. We're going to look at NVIDIA, but again, careful NVIDIA because it's inside the previous trading range. Okay, so for now, I like NVIDIA for this fact because it's in a tight consolidation, and often these tight consolidation, they lead to a big breakout. Okay, so we could see that play. We have AMZN, which is my preferred stock this morning with AMD and also Google. Okay, and if the market will start like unwinding, then we have coin. Okay, so I'm looking for coin for a break on 303. I'm looking for QBT. You can see that as a couple of days that the system over here is giving a short. You know, all these are short plays, or all these are short plays that we had in the market. So these are the trading bots. We had QBTS, which is very sideways action right now. RZTI, a couple of days is giving only shorts over here. So I really like this display. You can see all the shorts here, all the shorts over here, all the shorts over here before. So nice move to the downside. I'm also looking as well at SMCI. For now, it's flat. Let me see BABA this morning. Yeah, you can see again yesterday, give us a short play over here. I missed this play. This was beautiful because it was also treating pre-market, break down the pre-market range. And you can see over here, the first reversal 15, then reversal short all the way down. And then BA, so Boeing, which is very flat. I'm not going to trade it right now. So CMCT, over here, we're looking into a small cap. In this case, this morning, this had a push from 550 until 11. You can see that it came up, stuffed. Daily level over here is this line at around $10. and then held over here the JLines. You can see over here, bots started to give us long plays. So this morning at the open, if we have this and reclaim in the first 5 minutes, I'm looking for a long play over here. Okay, so CMCT idea. If instead we have right away a pop over here, then I'm looking to short in this golden zone area around 1040. Okay, so this is the short idea. So we're gonna keep an eye also on that.
Yep.
30 seconds to go. Okay, open. Let's see traders over here that are responsive to the market. AMD is popping. Tesla popping fail. This right away is a short play so fast. You can see broke down the 442. Okay, right away over here gave this fake out. This is already our short play over here. So this is a short Tesla. Risk is the 442 and 30. Let's see if it's going to go down to the first target 440. So we have a SPY and Q fading and NVIDIA fading. Only MD over here is pushing. And Google also is fading. 440 is the first target. You can see over here, this is a major heat map. You can see, right? 14K over here. And this soaked, okay? When I say soak, means somebody over here bought it, came a little bit more up, then it's still fading. You can see over here that the system is giving with this red dot a short play. Boom, 438, cover it here half. 438, cover half play. Okay. Okay, now we're going to trail everything at 439. So if it comes above 439, we're going to get out. So trail 439. Right now it's 437. You can see that we're breaking the heat map. This one, the trend is still bearish over here. It's going to be out trail 439. I like this play a lot. We have also PLTR over here coming down 6 points. NQ over here is down 80 points. SPY is down over here as well. NVIDIA as well. AMD is the only that is pushing. Google is down. And also Amazon is down. 438 over here. You can see now we have one support, second support. So get out a little bit more. So get out another 25%, 438 and 50. Get out 25% more and hold the remaining 25% to 439 and 40. So we're going to use this level over here. Okay. Big heat map resistance on AMD. I'm looking at the screen, guys, in AMD 258. So you can see over here, the short over here on Tesla is amazing. It's working good. AMD instead is the long play, guys, that we had over here from the gate. You can see the system over here is giving on the over. We also had Bookmap confirmation on the over means long play. You can see over here that we had two bots Okay, Yalta and Diablo over here on the over, so that's your long play. But again, I'm staying short because the market is short, okay? So we have to follow what the market is actually giving us. And then Google over here, guys, is another short play. You can see over here the open failed. This actually is like APLD of yesterday. You remember you were telling me. Google, the short play. So this is simply a JLine rejection. But let's stay on Tesla, guys. The market seems like working good. Google down, Amazon down, Nvidia down, SPY down, NQ down, so QQES as well. Tesla down, PLTR down over here, 7 points. PLTR was amazing. I missed it. The system trigger over here, you can see the short play at the gate. Amazing, guys. Short play over here. Okay, trail everything on Tesla, guys. As we broke that 439 and 40. Okay, now we're at the VWAP over here. So if now we will see a big heat map, we can short back again. Più comodo così, visto? So Tesla is back to the JLines, guys. I'm looking for another trade over here. So let's look if we can get as close as possible to this 442, which is both over here. You can see JLines and both over here, the heat map. Also, short scalp play at 257 on Amazon. AMD, sorry, 257 short scalp play. Using key levels on Bookmap. And fail over here at 441. It was waiting a little bit higher, 441.60 to trigger. You can see that it came over here and then red dots joined again. Remember, this is what we had yesterday on Tesla. So it came up over here. You can see the short plays, a little bit more short, and then nothing anymore. After 1 p.m. it's done. And this morning, right away at the gate, boom. And second one over here. I'm looking at AMD, and I'm gonna post this also over here because making this double top, and this is a good short over here, 257.50. Risking this 258.50. And it's not by any kind of trading system over here or anything. We just have this supply area. And we just have Bookmap over here that I'm going to share with you guys. Sorry. Oh, my bad. Sorry, guys. Was trying to do something for you. I'm going to share over here. Okay, 255.70 is working over here, MD. So it's already up 2 points. I'm going to put it back. You can see I have Rhythmic over here in the X feed. I'm going to put back over here AMG. Just want to share something with you. Okay, I think we're back. I'm going to also put Tesla. Okay, perfect. So when I said over here that we have an AMD, a good short play, is for this reason. You can see the part red, okay? The part red over here is called heat map, as we said before. The price went into it. It soaked, okay? And then it started rejecting. So you can see that we had, first of all, over here, green dots and then red dots. And we gave over here our price alert because this bookmap gave us a very good timing of the entry. And we can see over here, we had AMD scalp play using key level on bookmap 257.50 for a short play. Right now it's 255.60. So now risk break even. Okay. So risk now break even. Yeah, I cannot do it without. Okay. Let's see if it's going to work more. We'd like to see over here back to the 253 target. Tesla over here, boom, guys, again, boom. So good. So always look at the higher time frame. So we're looking at Tesla, and you can see over here this morning, this rejection of Tesla over here. And I'm going to share the plan on Tesla so that you can actually understand why we're looking at this. This is the plan on Tesla. So we can write over here, pre-market plan Tesla, short play on rejection of pink band. You see it, right? Short play. Actually, let's put it red. So this works so good. And target, we have over here this trend line, 437. First TP. Okay. Hope you're still holding this. So we have over here 254 on AMD from 257 and 50. So we're up 3 points on that. And then over here, you can see our major short play. Boom. Hope you guys are on Tesla this morning. Okay, let's go back on AMD. So remember over here, we had the supply area. Still working. We have to wait for the 253 target. Okay. So now you can see some support over here on Bookmap 254. If we break that, it's going to be a major win. First target 253.30. 253.30. Out half AMD. Sick one, 2 and 2. Now TP 250. Let's go, guys. Let's go. And up here, this is our short lit area. That's our short area. $252 and 50. We're looking for 5R over here this morning. Okay, you can see over here, guys, that we're getting to the support 250. It's always like that. When you see these major levels, so 250, 255, so $5 and $5 whole dollar range, or around dollar range, sorry. All around dollar number, pardon. You will see also UZ maps over here. I think we can break it. I mean, it's solid over here, it's going down, and also it's fueled by NQ that is fading from here. That's our short on NQ this morning. Amazing. Boom. That's our play short, guys. You like it? So sweet, right? That's our short play. So sweet over here. So sweet. See that? It's down over here now, 200 points. Okay, let's still see over here the price action. So we have PLTR fading, NQ fading, Vita fading, Amazon fading, coin over here faded, Amazon faded, SPY faded, Tesla faded. I mean, all this is looking pretty good. This is Tesla over here. This is PLTR over here. This is NVIDIA over here. This is Hood. This is Google. You can see a big drop over here, Google. This is AMZN. This is AMD this morning. We got the short over here, 257.50, now 251.50. We're talking about 6 points. We had 6 points over here on AMD. And Tesla, we gave you 6 points alert. Not bad for the morning. So going back over here, let's put AMD. I want that you look at this with me. I didn't check, buddy. So the point here was to look for the level over here, liquidity soaked. And then over here, 257.50, we alerted the short play. And major supply area came down, short alerted from 257.50. Right now it's 251.50 over here. Check the puts, how much they're paying, guys. And live over here in the YouTube session on Bookmap. So 250 and 50, let it go, let it go, let it go. Right now I'm looking what? I'm looking that 250 can break down, okay? It's still not breaking down. It's holding, you see over here, Bookmap support. Shows we have 250 support over here, guys. Yeah, Mike. I saw that coin that was pushing back up. Exactly. But let's stay with the market. Okay, NQ is coming down. Let's stay over here for downside. NQ is down 200 points. So it's working good. Tesla is down over here now 7 points from the open. Nvidia is down over here 4 points. AMD, we're up over here 5 points. Amazon over here is slower, 3 points up. And then over here, Google is up over here, something like 6 points. So the major short play on Tesla, the major short play over here on AMZN, you can see that open, how it triggered. Major short play over here on Google. Major short play over here in NQ. Boom. That's the only thing. Look at PLTR, was sick, guys. Look over here, what a play. Look what a play. Yeah, it's true. Good morning, brother. So crypto is holding up. It's still above that 100. And this morning we're looking at Bitcoin. There we go. And I said over here, look at the timestamps. We said no plan. We had this major demand zone that became a supply area. But if now over here, I believe we're gonna break down the support level, say buy to Bitcoin back to 100. Okay. So I'm looking over here, BTC. Okay, I'm looking for that major play. Nvidia, I love these plays over here. When you can see the price that gets to this major area. You can see over here, the zone below the pink zone again, and it just did right now on the trend line break. I mean, that's amazing. Hood is doing the same. MU over here also losing some. It's been one of the major gainers, MU. But if it breaks this major gain of the last weeks, okay, we had a lot of good longs over here. If it breaks this level over here, 240, prepare to short it. Then let's look at Baba. Who Baba? Who Baba? Who Baba? Who followed here the plan on Baba this morning? Who followed the plan over here in Baba this morning? That is sick, guys. By the way, this is where we're training today. So feel free to come over here. Trading Academy, we have like night training stations. This is the best one, but we have night training stations, okay? So beautiful Baba play. Let's look at Baba. If we add over here, oh wow. Major trigger. Baba, boom. Okay, let's go back, traders, to AMD. So we're still on that play. Okay, so we have a little bit of bounce over here from this 250 to 252. So I would put a trail 252.70, 252.70 trailing on AMD because that's the JLines. So we have also the open level 253. Yeah, that 253 will be the one that has more sense. Market is really red this morning. Let's see if it's going to stay red or like it's doing right now. We have a little bit of pullback on AMD, which is pulling back up. We have a little bit pullback of SPY that is holding the yesterday high. But NQ, Tesla, PLTR, Nvidia, Amazon, and Google are still like pretty weak. Okay, so we had a trading over here on AMD. Couldn't break down this 250, but it was a good target. We had the first target over here, 253, the JLines, and then 250, which is the 5-minute JLines, and often that is going to be a key support. That's the reason why I said 250. Remember, 5-minute JLines is going to be the key support. Also, traders, if you want to put a like or a comment, please share also this link. I really appreciate this, more for Bookmap than for me. Those guys are putting a great effort to give you all this, like, every single time free. Let's go back over here to Tesla, and I'm going to explain the key level over here, which is 432. You can see over here that we have this level 432 and 36, which is yesterday low. And at that point over here, you can see that we had right away 433, a breakdown. So every pop was a lower high. Okay. So we had a high, lower 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 high over here, lower low as well, and then start making a higher high. So we start having over here this trend break, which you can see on the 1-minute chart. I think it's the best thing over here to look at the 1-minute chart is this over here. Okay, so the same trend line you can see over here. And we don't have, I would say, a trailing that is better often, that is better like usually than taking profit along the way, especially at key levels. The key levels over here for me this morning, okay, on Tesla, we like to set key levels at 2R, 4R, 8R. But instead of 8R, often we use the 9 and 20 EMA, okay, as trailing. And this is the 9 and 20 EMA. This over here that you see this band. So until over here, this is, you see all the red bars, the red cloud over here, all the JLines over here, red. We like to stay short. Okay, that's a major point. So let's go back on Tesla. Let's see right now if it's going to stay below 436 or is going to push back up. Thank you, brother. So as I said, the point of all this is to have one system. Okay, so it's really what I believe in. So the first is one, have a system. System is the first thing. And second thing is you need to have a confirmation, in this case, Bookmap. Third, you need the risk management. I cannot say at this point discipline, because when you have a trading system that executes independently from how you trade, how you feel and everything, you actually cannot be disciplined. But again, traders, please be disciplined, okay? It's been part of my life. You know, I'm a bodybuilder over here. I've been doing also a lot of martial arts. My dad, like for 26 years, training for 26 years. So life has always been like very programmed, very disciplined. And that doesn't mean I didn't lose. That doesn't mean there were times where I was always disciplined. There were times that I was like, sorry for the word, but fucking up. There were times that I would fail. There were times that I wouldn't feel good. In 20 plus years, it's normal to have like, you know, months where are very good, months that maybe you lack confidence, or maybe the market changing and maybe the system is changing. You have to upgrade and you have to evolve as a trader. It's normal. So the most important thing for me is to collect the data. Okay, so always collect data. And what I mean by that is to simply track the market and see if setups are repeatable. So it's a setup that you see, for example, open on Tesla this morning, pop and fill, boom. How many times you see this? Do you see this also on other stocks? Do you see also on other assets, futures, crypto, forex, whatever? And then also build a system around it and then test it. And then, as I said, use order flow to improve it. Because order flow will give you that, we'll put it here. Order flow will give you that confidence. So like we had over here this morning, AMD, okay? That short play over here. The short play came because it was a high, big soak, and then a lower high, and the market was fading. So I was expecting, even if now AMD came back up, I was expecting that fail because everything was going down. PLTR, Tesla, NQ, ES, SPY, NVIDIA, Amazon, Google. AMD was doing its thing. Generally, Tesla do its thing, but NQ and AMD this morning was doing its thing. So when I see the market is going up and going down, and this is going up, and then we have so big resist here, so it creates like, you know, a wall of sellers, and then you can see this rejection. That is the key entry. We gave the first alert over here, 257. When I saw this resistance, okay, that's a big entry, and then just above this area, you risk your level. So you're risking $1, $1.20. It came down over here, guys, 7 points. 7 points. So you are like, you know, 5R, 4R. Okay, that is game changer. And why you want to stay in? Well, just look over here. From this point supply, okay, simply start fading, and you look for those lower highs, lower lows. And then in this case, this like behaves in this case like a normal gap and crap, right? So actually gap and extension, play and fail. You're looking for the price to fail. And once over here, you can see this turns green, J-line curl. And also over here, this was a J-line curl. The system over here is telling you a long play. That over here is automated long, this automated long. So I don't have to do anything, simply connect this to my broker and it trades for me. Okay, first exit long, and now when this bar will become red, is the first exit for the long. Okay, and what is my confirmation? Look over here, Bookmap. Do you see this over here, red or green? Huh? It's all green, so that tells you the long play, it's active. So over here, this is your buy, and that is your JLines long play. And how you see all this, look at that book map over here, is sick. Okay, this is insane. Look, this is long play confirmation. Got it? It's just about that, guys, huh? Just about that. Look over here, what I move. So under, over, plus. Over here we have Jota. AMD long. So now look over here, it's breaking every resistance. 260 is above the previous high. These dots are all green. There's a huge volume over here. Look, these bars over here, 2 million. Okay, don't try to short something like this now. This is extremely strong, and we have to stay with the major trend over here. Over here, I can take off a few things in this case, so you can just see it better. I'm gonna change a few things over here. There we go. This is the demand zone, okay? You can see over here the demand zone. This demand zone. Green dots, buyers. Follow through means it's very strong. So guys, I wrote something over here. Go check it out. I think it can be useful. Okay, I want to check Tesla over here now. Is it still fading? And there we go. So you can see, came over here to this level. And look how the market traps you. You see over here, this is the relative high. They just break it out over here, close above. So they make you stop out. Let's say if you're short or you want to go long, they make you enter. And then boom. Now the bear flag over here in continuation of the downside, 431. Again, align over here with the hourly chart as well. Do it always. Okay, so we're breaking over here the support 432. Next target over here is going to be 422. Okay, so we're looking now for this level of here of demand. Look how it's going. Boom. All right. And have patience for these setups. Have patience. Not every day we're going to have a market trends like this. That's been like, you know, pretty sick today. Next target, if we can get the 430, is going to be the whole rundown number, remember. Yeah, Mike, that's the reason why. So Mike is saying something good, okay? Let's put this on the table. Mike is saying, oh, it's easy today to trade. It's true, buddy. But also, you are a trader that has to decide when to trade or not, okay? So if, for example, I gave you this day, and you want to trade this inside this range, then generally this is the previous day range, or you can have this previous day range, and then market does like this, and you start like looking for a trade from here. This is where you, Mike, and you guys have a better possibility to trade. Maybe it's going to do this in reversal, so we, you know, you stop for a short, you go long, or maybe it's going to reject and you go short from here. But don't trade this. You are capable to seeing this, buddy. So not like, you know, to tell that, oh, the market is, no, you are looking for your setup and you have to decide when the setup occur. All right. But that's a great question, brother. And the reason why over here, it's still inside the previous trading range, but I tell you, we're getting outside of the pre-market range, first of all. And also remember what I told you this morning, brother. Rejection of this pink JLines is going to be our short play. And this was the plan that we posted also in the free Telegram room, guys. And in the trading room that we said, if we have a rejection, this is going to be a short play. And then over here, AMZN, this could be a little bit more difficult. I know that. But the main ones, so we have, for example, NVIDIA, break down the pink line. We have over here, for example, Google waiting to hear the breakdown. We have also over here Hood breaking down, PLTR breaking down. We have SPY not yet, but look over here in Q, breaking down over here, okay? The only one that was different was AMD, because it held over here this dip. You can see how it held perfectly over here, our zone, and boom, all the way up over here. But you are perfectly in control. And this morning, one of the things I'm gonna post over here, because I post into the mentoring channel. Let me see. Yeah, this is something that gives you. We look for pullbacks to 9 and 20 on the hourly, or we're looking for gap up plays or dips into the JLines hourly. That is the scenario where you want to trade, brother. Okay, that is. So what else? Let's see if we have a few questions. Good morning, bro. So hello, sir. I want to purchase book. I mostly want to gold futures. Do your system work well in the market? And my other thing is a person with data is better and do not need to add on. Okay, start with the basic, bro. Start with the basic. This is gold. So I made the analysis and plan on gold. Check it out also over here to join our room, Jtraderco. There's like in a join, okay? There's like now a discount coupon you can find over there, or otherwise team at JTrader.co. But there's a discount, so you can get over there and you can simply check it out. So this is at gold this morning, and I want to share with you also what we gave in the free. This is the free Telegram room, right? It's a free Telegram room. I just post over here, not the system, not the screen share. And I think that's, of course, for the trader in the room. This is just like a free watch list. I said over here this morning, watch for 4160 bullish scenario breakout. Okay. This morning, this was 4160 because we are looking for the scalp pattern. You can see over here holding this play. And then once we had over here the open play, we put here this. There we go. So you can see over here, J-line C, that's my long play. This morning gives us a long play confirmed 41.42, so even before the 41.60, and now it's 41.76. Yes, for futures, I would suggest you to get into Rhythmic as we say the best data feed and start with the global, okay? And then you can add the global plus. Guys, I also want to share with you NVIDIA. So I don't know if you traded, but this was a nice J-line rejection over here to short. So that's another play on NVIDIA that you can actually short with very low risk. You had also the system over here saying J-line rejection. That's what you see over here, J-line rejection. That's your short play. Automate over here that comes up. Then we had over here SPY, same J-line rejection over here coming up. And then we had also over here PLTR, same J-line rejection over here, playbook. Okay. What else the market is doing? So let's look that AMD is on steroids over here. Amazing. Let's see also over here. Yesterday was a big push on LFS. The system over here gave us the long play at this point, boom, from $2.70 till 20. That was insane. And today is only giving shorts. Wow. Wow. Okay, anyways, I want to go on the major red plays of the morning. Let's see what we have over here. I think MD is up. BBAI, oh, what a move. I missed that. BBAI over here is up 20%. BI over here, I believe this is a long play. Yeah, you can see over here. It gave out reverse 50, so that's another algo over here. This is another bot over here. Give us a long. Boom. Major push. This was a miss for me. BBI. Wow. Wow. right near 10:30. I think we had a good morning. Let me check back over here if we missed something to go over. So hourly, I know that now you see it very small, but generally I screen share on a bigger side of my screen. I just do this because on YouTube it doesn't fit all my monitor over here. They're like those wide 49, so it's like strange over here to put everything inside. But over here we have a, so let me go back over here to see what we had. So we had PLTR that we didn't have in screen share. We had Tesla over here in screen share with a short play. Over here we had the pullback, stood over here below the JLines band. You can see over here a little bit bars, then faders again. So we're looking for the 430. SPY over here fading. QQQ came down pretty good, about 5 points. That the major play. You can see over here QQQ. This is the short play. 3% also on CL. Wow, CL came down pretty good. Some good shorts this morning in CL. Beautiful. We saw over here the long play on GC, so gold futures from there. Yesterday, yeah, we had some good longs, but also short. PLTR, we had over here the 10th, beautiful long at the open. You can see this major long play, another long play. This is algorithm over here. So I just followed the system and Bookmap, and that's it. This was a long yesterday, and then nothing. This was a stop play. This morning was a very good short play. NVIDIA, short play. MU, you see this red short play, and then nothing. Short play, and then nothing. Short play over here. Short play over here, but it's impossible to trade all these, you know. Coin over here, give a short play, and then over here, probably stop, break even, small stop. Amazon over here, short play at the gate. MD, the two longs. Apple, short play, I don't like Apple. BBI, big miss. I generally use BBI and I follow BBI, but only if I see a very good setup. Look, as gold is going. Only if I see a good setup on the hourly. Let me see. Okay. Why BBI is a good play to look? Remember, every time the price gets to those levels, you want to look for a trade. Okay. Let's see APVO. APVO is a stock that I traded. Okay. Not this morning, but a stock that I traded. So let's see over here. APVO. Okay, so we have long plays over here, long plays over here, daily supply over here, golden zone. Okay, now we have this point, but this is going to be my plan. Or it fails over here, the JLines, which is this major level, and does this. I wouldn't short over here. I would short only if it goes back to this area 530, 540. Because often what I see that the price over here stays at the JLines, also is a key daily level here for 90 that can bounce over here. Okay. What I suggest is go back and check the previous time that we had APVO over here doing the same play. I don't know if I can go back enough over here with trading view. I don't see over here high volume days or big gap up days. Maybe not even those days over here. It seems like a little bit like this day, so it was a fader. And let's check also together. We have some, yeah, like this day over here. You see big push, and then simply fail. So it likes to fail, but I wanna go back on the daily. I'm gonna give you a little bit more insight over here. So let's cancel the drawings. Today the price came 560, and that you see those lines over here. So on our template, those lines come automatically on us. So we set these as the most important level. So when you see that we have 1, 2, 3 lines, it's a confluence supply. That's a major supply area. Okay. So yeah, could be an all-day fader over here right now. Yeah, I believe that. The volume over here is 6 million. Previously we had 18 million. So there's a lot of supply above. Yeah. I would stay with all-day fader. Okay. If then it goes up at 20, don't kill me. Always use a stop loss. But yeah, if we fail the JLines, it's going to be a fader. look, I think I can show you an example similar to that. Check with me. Okay, look over here. Yeah, once it fails, you see the JLines over here trying to hold, right? Once it fails, it dies, boom. Just check that when it's below the JLines, so just put on a 1 minute 729, the volume has to be super low. Okay, you don't want to see like, you know, big volume, otherwise it can push back up again and it can really kill you. And looking for me at the volume and looking at that, like over here, see, just like we had right now, push, fail, held the JLines 1 second. Once it breaks, you see the volume over here is inexistent. Then you have all that fader. So the volume means everything over here in these plays in small cap land. Oh my God, AMD, what a miss. What a miss, what a miss, what a miss. And you can see over here, the system gave me the long here and long here. But again, I'm never gonna long AMD, even if it's a relative news, it's a relative strength, has a news, whatever, when all the market's coming down. If I do, I'm gonna do a small size, but I'm not gonna do that. The reason for me this morning to look for a short with you guys over here was because we had a big heat map that I'm gonna put it back over here with the wall of sellers and the lower high and the soak over here. You can see this rejection 258, 257.50, and the risk was so small, so this was a short. But longing one stock when all the other stocks are running. Oh, come on. Okay, guys, so I'm done for the morning over here. I still have traders over here. We're gonna have a little bit of fun. I'm gonna come back at 12:30. Chat on with you after 12:30 at 1 p.m. I'm gonna be with you traders for mentoring. Today we're gonna do a little bit different thing. So at 1 p.m. everyone in mentoring will be invited because we'll be round table. Okay, so I'm gonna share the link over here. It's going to be an open session because I have to talk about a few things about risk management. And even if traders are looking on a systematic system, the process, everything, still discipline is very, very important. It just like fits better the mentality of a trader. Okay, guys, thank you very much for Bookmap. If you need help, reach out. Love you all. Hope you had a good morning, that you made money, and mostly that you learned how to make money. Okay? So take care. See you next time. And for who wants to join, Jtraderco. No BS, just like where you see this every day. Thank you.